Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we're going to be talking about Quant Network, aka QNT. So let's just dive in and let's talk about QNT. Um, I addressed my XRP video. Obviously, yes, this is scheduled for later. This is recorded ahead of time, but I basically outlined my viewpoints on Bitcoin basically having a nice run up to about like 37 to 38K, roughly around like even the 36K area as well. Roughly around that time, we're just waiting for us to kind of hit some resistance, have a capitulation event down to about like 24K to make a newer low to really kind of shake out the rest of the market, thinking that we're going to go much, much lower. We're going to break through 20K. It's going to be the first time that we broke a previous all-time high, etc. And then we will see a massive rally to roughly like a new all-time high plus, which will basically bring in FOMO, and that's where we really want to be, positioning ourselves within this market right before things like that do happen. I think that right now we have like an incredible DCA option in this market to really kind of average into some of these incredible positions and really kind of take a strong stance within this market. I'm really looking at this market from a fundamental and utility driven perspective, but also I'm looking at this market as, where could we really kind of invest our money to see some major opportunity gains? Now, of course, I do believe that Quant is a perfect long-term hold and even short-term. I mean, like, you look at the short-term and I do believe that we will see $640 plus. You got to remember that we ran to about $400 on our first initial major move. Now, this was not a 10x opportunity. This was a lot more than a 10x opportunity, specifically, depending on where you actually, invested in. But on this next major move, I could actually see us hitting roughly like, a 20x opportunity, hitting like $1,200 plus. So when we talk about the upside potential here on Quant, even in the short term, it still will give us some great ROI. You got to remember that a 10x from here would only put us at roughly like a $7.7 billion market cap. So a 20x opportunity would put us at like roughly like the 15 billion plus zone, which is extremely undervalued for what Quant is actually doing. So in my opinion, I think that Quant has a perfect DCA, view right now, even at these current levels. But I definitely am still waiting. I'm patiently waiting to ape in massively if we do break down below the summer demand area and really kind of, test the, it was roughly like the June timeframe of $40 plus. Once we do see those levels, and even if we do get that deep correction down to like $30, I'm aping in on Quant. And I do believe that we could see that if we have Bitcoin capitulate down to like 24K from like the mid 30K area. So that's what I'm watching for closely. Now, I do want to talk to you guys about, let's talk about a little bit of the long-term views here. So we go back a little bit in time to February of 2021. Quant partners with LACChain. I shared with you guys this partnership, but I want to bring it to light yet again because I do think that it is perfect to actually talk about this in regards to what we are basically seeing happening around crypto right now. So we do see here, by providing secure and seamless interoperability, Quant will support LACChain in driving the growth and development of the DLT ecosystem in Latin America and the Caribbean, and enable interconnection of this ecosystem with other regional and national distributed ledger networks. Again, really kind of sharing with you guys what this really means. This basically is proving to you why we do need Quant if you are even supporting DLTs. Again, XRP, XLM, HBAR, etc. These are all DLTs. If we talk about DLT technology and we look at the peak adoption for them, we're not going to get there without something like Quant that is delivering secure and seamless interoperability. Now, of course, they are mentioning a significant name, Inter-American Development Bank, IDB Group. That is a very large partnership, and we're going to be talking about that. And of course, this is a global alliance led by the IDB Lab, LACChain. We do see down here, Quant and LACChain will work together to maximize economic and social inclusion by providing interoperability capabilities for LACChain and other DLTs supported by Quant's unique Overledger technology, providing Overledger's gateway capability for LACChain participants to integrate with resources and DLNs across the Overledger network, enabling multi-DLT payments and other capabilities through Quant's patent-pending multi-DLT token technology. Again, pay attention to this, overall partnership because this is actually going to usher in DLT adoption. They're talking about a few, significant things down here, though, as well. The partnership between LACChain and Quant will facilitate this development by integrating LACChain technology with Quant's unique overledger technology. LACChain and Quant, together with established banking partners, you never know those names. I want to know those names. Give us those names. Are creating a new fast cross-border payment system for the region utilizing tokenized currency. By flexibly tokenizing money utilizing Quant's patent-pending multi-DLT token technology, the LACChain DLN will power a range of new solutions, from transferring money between private individuals to government and corporate payments, as well as many other future LACChain use cases. These are trillion-dollar-plus use cases. This is why I say that Quant is extremely undervalued. I think people, fail to realize the power behind Quant. If we are talking about Quant basically getting to the trillion-dollar-plus market, which is basically having the all-time high, market cap of Bitcoin, we would actually be worth more than Bitcoin at that range, which is insane because we would be worth over $80,000 at a $1 trillion market valuation. But you can see exactly why I've always said that Quant will actually lead the way and get to that point. It's not going to take, forever, but it's not going to be happening tomorrow. But I could foresee this happening in time. But this is also why I've said that the long-term longevity of this partner, of this investment, is so insane. Like, you actually look at it and it's mind-blowing. We do see here the signing of this MOU between LACChain and Quant Network is a key element in the development of an infrastructure in terms of interoperability. It represents not only the opportunity for technical collaboration, but also represents a joint contribution effort to develop the blockchain ecosystem in Latin America and the Caribbean. This partnership between Quant Network and LACChain is extremely exciting. Our technology has the potential to contribute to social and economic advancements in many ways. The LACChain's mission of reducing inequality and empowering people is a perfect example of how this potential can be realized. We're delighted to be working together to help create a more inclusive society. And again, pay attention to LACChain and IDB Group. When we look down here, first off, the group comprises the IDB, which has worked with governments for more than 60 years. And of course, we do see down here, LACChain is a global alliance made up of 41 allies. And then we do see that they are also a part of 12 countries. We already host 26 projects on the LACChain blockchain, 89 nodes, 45 entities running nodes, and more than 20 million blocks. Insane. Again, when we look at IDB and we even look at the partnerships that they do have, shout out to Son NL11 for this again, but we do see, World Economic Forum, IDB, QNT. World Economic Forum released a paper with the IDB, Inter-American Development Bank, about the future of digital payments in the LACChain, or LAC region, sorry. The biggest interbank network for tokenized money in the world, led by QNT, is coming. This is insane. We do see here, digital payments are growing ultra fast in this region, and the future includes, of course, tokenized digital currencies. Facilitate new technologies and innovation. We do see digital currencies, CBDCs, and crypto assets, among other digital currencies, are gaining traction in LAC. Like other, new technology and payment systems, they have the potential to, I don't know what the rest of this says, but it's just basically for inclusion. But we also do see over here, digital trade has never been more popular in Latin America and the Caribbean than it is today. And again, when we look down here, we do see, this is where QNT comes in. Together with the IDB, they will facilitate the world's biggest interbank network for tokenized money, creating a Latin American dollar across 12 countries, wholesale to retail, multi-DLT CBDC launch in 2023. Now listen closely to what Gilbert Verdian is, saying here. I don't want to waste too much time here, but again, I do want to focus on this as well. So listen closely.
One of the biggest things that we're doing is we're actually creating the Latin American dollar, and that's quite exciting. So this is with the Inter-American Development Bank over in Washington. They've created a LACChain consortium, which is the Latin America chain, and they asked us to participate and bring our technology to Latin America. And what that does is it allows us to interconnect the region. So all the countries that we're working with, initially 12 countries, will be using the overledger technology to create an interbank network between all the different countries and the regions, and then create remittance and payment corridors between the US and Latin America. And so what this means is businesses and citizens and people on the ground will be using the Latin American dollar to trade and create commerce, which is a lot more efficient, it's a lot more simple and quicker than what they have today. And we're proud of what we can do and really enable change and make people's lives better over in Latin America.
And this is what you are investing in. You need to understand exactly what you are investing in to understand the value here. The IDB is the largest multilateral source of financing for the Latin America and Caribbean region. The bank is owned by 48 countries, an absolute monster of a client. This is insane. Some insight, CBDC for 12 countries. Each jurisdiction can have its own infrastructure, pick their own DOT, can connect directly into their existing legacy infrastructure, not one way, but next-gen interoperability, DVP, corridors with Citibank as well. This is insane. Pay attention to things happening around this. MIT is also involved and wrote a CBDC paper with Quant on their breakthrough and newly invented multi-ledger token that could run a CBDC or stablecoin across unlimited DLTs at the same time. It shows once again the absurdity of the scale Quant is operating at, and so much more to come in the next few years. The team is just getting started, and yeah, I think that when we talk about things happening here, it is it's pretty insane. Like, you really kind of look at this and you're like, how can people not see the value behind Quant and what Quant's doing? This is why I've always said that, like, when you look at Quant, like, when we're talking about a $1 trillion market cap, which in my opinion is pretty conservative for what Quant's actually doing, this will happen long term. Obviously, it's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen next week or next year. But I could see this happening by 2030. And this would be an upside of 1,158x. Now, if you think that this market capitalization is absurd for Quant, I want you guys to save this video. You could save this video, send it to people, download it, whatever you want. And I want you to revisit this video. Give it 5 to roughly like 8 years. We will be revisiting this video because I've always said that Quant is the modern age Bitcoin. Not because of the value that it will basically achieve in terms of market cap or price, but because of the technology and the potential behind what interoperability basically will morph into. And when we look at that and the amount of capital that it's actually unlocking for the DLT market, an upside of 1,158x, a market cap of $1 trillion, in my opinion, is inevitable. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on if you guys want more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, after you all have a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.